Good morning. How are y'all?
So, have you met with the Las Vegas Raiders? What are your thoughts on the organization and head coach Tony?
Yes, sir. I thought that was a really good visit. Obviously, a really great organization. They're doing some really good, powerful things right now. I'm not going to get too much into detail with the meetings, but I do think that there's, a lot of great places out there right now, and just, everybody's working really hard, not only to get better on the field, but to grow relationships and, take this process and really use it to their best ability. Yeah, so again, not going to get into any specifics, but I do think that's another one that's just really, really powerful, really strong, going in the right direction. And, obviously got great respect for him and what he has done and what he's probably going to continue to do. I think they want to see your ability to not only command the room, but how you may lead or how you respond to certain questions that may make you uncomfortable. But I think at the end of the day, they just want to use that short amount of time to get to know you, and they want to use that time to, see what you're capable of, what you're made of, maybe what makes you tick a little bit. But I've enjoyed all of them. I think every interview is a chance to not only, get to know them, but in ways get to know yourself. So I think that's been one of the cool things about the whole thing that I maybe didn't even realize at the beginning. I've learned a lot about myself through the mini process.
What is the key to presence? What is the key to
Well, I think it's all about your energy and your confidence when you go in there. Look them in the eye, talk to them, and be loud, be vibrant, and make sure that or make sure that they know that you got passion for the sport that you're playing. I believe that's the most important thing. They just want to see how much you love the game, how much you love football, how much you're willing to put into it, and I think that's just one of my strengths. I think I'm very passionate about the sport, very passionate about the game. I love preparing. I love getting ready for seasons. I love getting ready for games. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I just want to show that through all my interviews. I think there's several ones of our shots, several times that we push the ball vertically down the field when a defense gives it to us. And then at the end of the day, just efficiency and processing and preparing. I think everything that goes into a Saturday, it's a lot more than maybe just completing a post ball. It's a lot more than completing a check down. It's a lot more than handing the ball off, to be honest. I think there's so much that goes into offensive play calling and schemes. And that's the fun part when you get to prepare all week, go into the game knowing that you're going to have a chance to get this playoff. And when you do, when you get the right look, you execute it at a high level. That's one of the things that not only brings the coaches joy, that's what they do, why they do what they do, but it's exciting for me too. What's up? Oh, that's tough. I think the one, it was a little bit more of a busted play, but the movement right, throwback left to Troy down on the post, the backside post against Oregon State in the first half. At the end of the half, that was a close game, and then we were able to score before half and provide some cushion for us. That was a big moment, big drive in a 2-minute, and capped it off with a really special play. Yes, sir. Last year I felt like there was a lot more in college left that I wanted to go out there and compete for, and one of those being a championship. I knew we had a great team coming back. I knew Coach Lanning would put the pieces together, and all we had to do was just go out there and execute. And we were honestly a drive or a stop away from being able to do that, but we faced a team like Washington who was really good in their own right. And so that was all I wanted, was a chance to compete for a championship and go out there and make it complete, put together a full season, and just do all the things that I'd done just at a high rate and at a consistent rate. And I was able to do that. It was all started. I go back to preparation and throughout the week, so that when it got to Saturday, I could go out there and really, put my best on the field and put something that I was proud of. Well, yeah, I do think there's a lot of great talent in this draft. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks that somebody could find us going really high. But I go back to the processing. I go back to the preparation. I think we all can go out there and spin it pretty good. We all can go out there and make throws. That's the common thing I think we all share. But sometimes the uncommon thing is the intangibles that we may possess. And I feel like when it comes to processing and preparation and passion for the game and your love for the game and the intensity that you bring, I think I bring those at a really high level. And at the end of the day, I'm going to go out and compete and put everything I got out there so I can win the game. That's a great question. It's hard to truly pick one. There's so many versatile guys. I love watching, many of them. A few being Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford. Those guys they use their abilities at a really high rate. They do what they're good at. They process. They're efficient. They make throws off platform. They extend plays. They're smart. They can handle a lot of offense and a lot of detail. And when they go out there, they compete like crazy. And I think that's just a valuable trait to have. And I think watching not only those guys, but every person in the league you can learn from. And so growing up, I watched all the quarterbacks just hoping that one day I could be one and going out there and working to be one. So I think that is just a special moment. It's a special part of this process that, you grow up watching these guys, you grow up watching them, and then now, maybe play against them on Sunday. And I think that's the coolest part. That's always a tough question. I think, we all wish we were rated a little higher than what it usually comes out being, but it at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm in the game, and that's going to be one of the coolest parts. Not many people can say they're in Madden, but I think that if that time comes, when the time comes, it's going to be special, and I'll play with myself, on the game a lot. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the meetings, but he's along with many other special coaches. He's one of them in the game, and I think that to be able to learn from not only him but anybody on that level would be very fun, and it'd be just a unique time, a unique process. Yeah, so I've met with every team, and I'm not going to get into the specifics of meetings, but like I said, it's fun to be around the personnel. It's fun to be around the GMs, the owners, the coaches. You name it, anybody that's in the meetings for that respected team. It's been fun to get to know, fun to reach out to them, fun to allow them to get to know me, and I think it's just a very good process. I'm excited. I remember playing that as a young kid. I would create a player, create myself, go out there and play, put together a stacked team, and beat the computer 100-0. So I think that was fun. That's part of the reason, why growing up everybody loved college football. You get to play with those guys and then eventually become one of them. And now there's many opportunities for people, for college kids, for college guys to be on the game, and that's special. That's a unique thing, and I'm glad they brought it back.
How did your transfer help you become a better quarterback? Transfer from Auburn and Oregon.
I think it just put everything together. I think it provided me with some freedoms and provided me with some chances, later in my career that maybe I didn't have at the beginning. But, we were able to be very versatile. We were able to, get the ball everywhere. We were multiple offensively. We were able to get under center, go from shotgun, throw play action, quick game, RPOs, run the ball. We were able to do it all at a high level. And not only was it, efficient for me, but it was great for the other guys around me. It was great for the running backs to show their versatility, receivers, offensive linemen. You had to be a stud to play in the system. So we were just really good, and we had great talent. Coaches put us in the right positions, and I just think at the end of the day it allowed me to go out there and play with more freedoms and just play, have fun, and use my gifts to help the team. I think you said it best. I think experience is what you can only get by playing. You can only get experience from doing it, and that's very valuable. It's one of the most valuable traits I think you can have, not only because it puts you in a position to see it, but it's repetition. Repetition is the mother of all skills. So the more you can do something the better you'll become at it. And I think that just playing this game, playing the sport, has allowed me to become better and better and better. Each game that I've played, I was able to prove that as the years went on, getting better and better, learning new things, playing in different systems. 5 in 5 years is a lot, but that's a lot of fun. And wouldn't trade it for the world. I think it's one of the best things that's made me me. And, it's just provided me with this platform, provided me with this opportunity to go to the next level and play wherever I need to, do whatever I need to do to help the team win. I've been able to do that on a lot of different levels with a lot of different teams, and, I've learned a lot during the process.
Well, during your high school days at Hudson Valley High School in Alabama, you were also a baseball and basketball player. How do you feel like that time spent during playing those sports helped your overall development?
Huge. I'd say that's one of the best things I did growing up. I would challenge everyone to get out there and play multiple sports. You get to develop different muscles, different different fundamentals, different techniques that help you in other sports. Obviously we talk the most about quarterbacks. When you play baseball, you get the arm angles, and when you play basketball, you get the movement. So there's so many things from other sports that you can pull and carry, and not only train in certain consistent muscles. I was able to develop my entire performing body, my entire physical traits came from just playing many sports at an early age. That's one of the best things I think you can do as a young kid. So I'm excited that I did it. I was proud to play all the sports. I thought it was very fun to go out there and compete, and not only just compete like in football where you're good at it, but you could get to go and challenge yourself in basketball or baseball, which may be your second or third sport, but it's still fun to go out there and compete in different ways and get the mental edge in the off season.
Down at the Senior Bowl, you excelled in red zone day 3 of practice. What is it about your game, and what is it about the importance of the red zone that's going to translate to being an elite quarterback in the National Football League?
I actually love that question because in the league, a lot of teams that keep you to hold you to field goals, they have a really good defense because many offensive teams can move the ball, but the defenses that hold you in the red zone, that keep you from scoring in the red zone, that's usually the difference in the game. So I know how important the red zone is. We had a lot of success in the red zone this year at Oregon, and I think it goes back to preparation. You got to make sure you hit the ones that are open, be aggressive down there, but at the same time control your team and take care of your team. And I think that's just, the more you can put the ball in the box, the better. The more you can limit field goals, the better. And save your field goal kicker for the times where you really need it at the end of halves or end of games, or when you do need to get bailed out because you didn't score. But every team wants to go in there and put the ball in the end zone, and every defense wants to keep you out of it.
Well, just to clarify, not asking for any details.
Again, I've met with every team, and I'm not going to get into the specifics, but I think every meeting that I've been able to have has been really good. Every meeting has been very relational. I've been able to, meet everybody and get on a personal relationship with them, and it's been good for both parties.
One last question. Last question.
Well, I think the physical game is going to be the same. Maybe a step or two faster. The players are going to be better overall and consistently. But I do think maybe the most difficult thing will be to process it at the speed that it's happening, not make it too fast, not over-prepare, not think too much, not overthink things, but just play what you see and study hard, prepare hard, and go out there and perform at a level that competes against the other teams out there. But I know it's going to be a really fun challenge. I know it's going to be different. But just like any other level that you get to, once you figure it out, you can kind of get familiar with it and find your strengths within it. But I definitely think one of the challenges will be not over-processing, not thinking too fast, and just playing what you see, get the ball where it's supposed to go to, like I've been able to do each year in my career, and just do it at a high level and go out there and compete, and at the end of the day, find ways to win the game. Thank you all.